Hello, intuitive friends. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. For those of you who are watching after the live stream, feel free to be part of our free mini 5-minute mini reading here on my channel, Lexa Tarot. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, take a look down below in the description box. If you're watching this after the live stream, this is easy. Just all you need to do is subscribe to the channel, remain subscribed to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all alerts. And as soon as I do a free mini reading or whenever I upload free messages or content on my channel, you're going to be notified. And all you need to do is hurry up and get onto the chat list, because this is a first come, first serve. And usually the numbers change. Sometimes I take the first 10, the first 5, the first 8. Today is the first 4 subscribers and the first 3 members. Okay, intuitive friends. So if you are a subscriber that hasn't gotten a reading yet, listen, if you came and took part on January 30th, January 31st, February 1st, then I'm not going to add you to the list today. But if you haven't received a reading, I'm going to take the first 4 subscribers that are shown in the chat list. Okay, intuitive friends. So thank you so much for tuning in. Please remember that if you do a super chat or a super sticker, you will have a super message. Okay, so I'll add more time and more clarity and more details to your messages. For those of you who are watching live, welcome, intuitive friends. I'll see who's here and say hello individually in a couple of minutes, but in the meantime, intuitive friends, just make sure that you are here in the chat, that you stay here on the chat, because I will be channeling your messages. Again, first 4 subscribers only, and then the first 3 members. Okay, so I'll start with 1 member, then 1 subscriber, 1 member, 1 subscriber, and so forth. Okay, intuitive friends. So let's get ready. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Let me just get ready here behind the scenes. All right, intuitive friends, we're going to start shortly. All right, intuitive friends, let's see who's here. Intuitive friends, first 4 subscribers only. And of course, I'll check to see if, listen, I forgot as well. So I don't, I would have to look at the list before I jump into the reading. So let's see who's here. All right, intuitive friends. Hello, hello, Mary Jenna. Welcome. Haven't seen you in a while, Mary Jenna. Welcome. Hello, Jack Cal. Hello, Tamika. Portia Hall. And let's see. Hold on one second. Let's see. So, yeah, Mary Jenna, you're not on the list because I haven't done a reading yet. So stay put. Don't go anywhere. All right, so we have Mary Jenna, Jack Cal, Tamika. Welcome, my dear. Let me see, Tamika. Yeah, Tamika, I gave you a reading on the 31st, but don't worry. Tomorrow we have a brand new list, okay? So, Portia, you'll be on the list. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, intuitive friends. Let's see. And then I see Shatira's here. Hello, Shatira. Shatira, yeah, I gave you a reading on February 1st. No worries. Tomorrow is Friday, so tomorrow I'll open up a new list. Okay, intuitive friends. So yes. Okay, perfect. Okay, intuitive friends, welcome, welcome. By the way, for those of you who are today's the what? Today's the 5th. Hold on, let me get this correct here. Yeah, today's the 5th. For those of you who are in coupled reading in a coupled relationship, just take a look at the Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius couple readings. I just did those today. So if you're interested in taking a look at that, I already channeled it a bit earlier. So Mary Jenna, welcome. You are at number 1. At number 2, we have Jock Cal. Welcome, Jock Cal. At number 3, we have Portia. Hello, Portia. Portia Hall. And Tamika had a reading. No, wait. Tamika, you did? Hold on. Let me go backtrack. Yes, you did on the 31st. No worries. You could come back tomorrow. Hello, Andrea 54 Hector. You know what? Just in the nick of time. Just in the nick of time because you are at number 4. Okay. Intuitive friends, Andrea 54 Hector. No worries, intuitive friends. I really appreciate you coming out and saying hello. Please feel free to stick around. Okay. So if you don't have anything, happening right now, just stick around and let's take a look at the readings that are going to come through today. Yes, my love, Shatira. Hey, the last what your guides want you to know live didn't post. Really? That's interesting. It didn't post. I don't know why that may be the case. I do remember that you said that you sent me a message. Was it? Yeah, you sent me a message. Like I saw the message. You dropped a rose, so you saw the message that I channeled to you, Shatira. Because you came back and gave me a comment while I was doing the live. But that's interesting. Don't know what happened there. I'll take a look on my end, okay? But I do remember you taking a look at it and giving me like a feedback. Because I was in the middle of somebody else's reading. And I remember that part. So yeah, so I don't know why it didn't post. Don't know what happened there, but yeah, my apologies on that. All right, intuitive friends, we have Mary Jenna, Jock Cal, Portia Hall, Andrea 54 Hector. Members, if you are a member and you haven't received a message yet, now is the time. Okay, members. Members, I have 1, 2, 3 spots open for members only. So if you are a member and you haven't received a message, please feel free. Hello, Shaylee. Welcome. All right, intuitive friends, just know that the list is closed. I have 4 subscribers for today and 3 member openings. So if you are a member and you haven't received a message yet, feel free to stop by. Now remember, I opened the new list on January 30th. Okay. So if you received a message, members, if you received a message between the January 30th through February 1st, then I won't add you. If you don't remember, it's fine. Just let me know and I'll check. But yeah. Okay, so the only openings I have open right now, intuitive friends, are members. Okay, members only. I have three spots open. Intuitive friends, tomorrow I will be opening a brand new list. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, intuitive friends, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much, Shaylee, for being here. Shatira, thank you for being here. Andrea 54 Hector, Mary Jenna, Jack Cal. I'm going to review the list in a minute, but let's review the following. Today I'll be doing a free reading, 5-minute reading. Hold on, I know there was a little hiccup there. There we go. All right. So free channeled 5-minute reading for those of you who are subscribers to the channel. And this is first come, first serve. So if you haven't received the message, the list is closed already, but just letting you guys know that I'll be channeling one question and one question only, and that is what your guides want you to know. If you're interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. And if you're watching me here live, take a look at the chat, okay? Because all those messages are there. I mean, all those links are there. For those of you who are interested in free resources, please feel free to take a look down below in the description box, as well as here in the chat. I have free energy healing, affirmations, and all bunch of goodies here on the chat. If you're interested in finding out more about your birth chart report, it is free through Cafe Astrology. I have no partnerships, no sponsorship with Cafe Astrology, just sharing a resource that I use so that you guys can use it as well for free. The legal disclaimer, of course, please read that. I will review that in a minute. I will call you in the order that you've appeared on the chat. If you received a message on January 30th, 31st, or February 1st, then I will not be adding you to today's list. Okay, intuitive friends? All right. If the subscriber list is closed, and I do have an opening, I have 3 openings for my members and my members only. That being said, please remember it is a quick 5-minute mini reading. And if you are interested in getting more information, more details, more clarity, feel free to drop a super chat or a super sticker, and then I'll make sure that I add more time and more clarity. That being said, intuitive friends, at number 1, we have Mary Jenna. At number 2, we have Jack Cal. At number 3, we have Portia Hall. And at number 4, we have Andrea 54 Hector. Again, I have 3 member openings. So for those of you who are members, just let me know if you're here. I'll check to see if you've gotten a reading. If you did, then I won't add you to the list. But if you haven't, I will be adding you to the list. That being said, intuitive friends, I don't think I wrote the legal disclaimer, but I need to review it. So let's do that very quickly. Intuitive friends, the legal disclaimer is as follows. These messages are for entertainment purposes only, and please remember that readings should never replace professional licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice or professional licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal help. My readings are for entertainment purposes only and are not replacements for getting licensed professional, medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice. That being said, intuitive friends, thank you so much for the thumbs up. And let's see. Let's start with Mary Jenna. Mary Jenna, welcome back. Haven't seen you for a while, Mary Jenna, but thank you for stopping by today. Let's see what's coming through for you, what your guides want you to know. Ooh, okay, that wanted to pop out, but I didn't get to see what that was. So let's see. All right, Mary Jenna, you have the Six of Coins or the Six of Pentacles, okay? Six of Pentacles is the energy that whatever energy you're putting forth in regards to any area of your life or all areas of your life, then that's the energy that you're getting in return, okay? So this is very dependent on the energy you are vibrating in, at the frequency you're vibrating with. Six of Coins or Six of Pentacles, it's whatever you're putting forth energetically is the energy that will be coming back to you tenfold. Okay. So when we look at it from that angle, this is basically saying if you're looking at the glass half full rather than half empty, then obviously what you will be generating or what frequency you are in will be attracting things that are, of course, at a more optimistic or higher frequency level. If you are focusing more on pessimistic energy or lack mindset, then obviously that's the energy that you're going to be attracting towards you. So, Six of Pentacles is that give and take type of energy, okay? Now, Six of Pentacles could also be here, your guides letting you know that there's the sense here of sharing resources, okay? So I don't know if you are sharing resources with others, and then in return, you're getting some type of resources back. Now, this is not a quid pro quo type of energy. This is mostly about I'm giving from the bottom of my heart because I'm a good person and I want to help someone. You're not expecting anything in return, but you are getting something in return in some way, shape, or form, whether it be at that moment or maybe later on. So there's this sense of like, like accumulating the brownie points here in some way, shape, or form. It's not to say that that's why you're doing it, not at all, but it is because you are a giving, generous person, nurturing, compassionate. That's the energy and frequency that you're resonating in. You will be potentially here reaping the rewards on things that you are either asking or this energy that you're putting out there into the universe, and you'll be getting it back, okay, in some way, shape, or form. All right, let's take a look here at what else may be unfolding for you. I do feel that there could be here people around you who may be valuing you a little bit more than the usual, or you've gotten rid of the energy vampires. You've cut the cord with energy vampires and people that no longer serve you. So there's this energy of like getting rid of that type of energy. Ooh, look at that. You have person holding the heart. I don't know if you saw that, but that just jumped out of the deck. You have the person holding the heart, happy family, and indecision. Okay, listen carefully here. Two very beautiful cards here, happy family and person holding the heart. So there may be here this energy that your guides want you to know. Continue in the higher vibration frequency so that you can create the sense of stability, harmony, and security. It could be connected to your love sector, or it could be connected to family sector. Okay, it all depends how you're viewing this. Just be aware that you're not caught up in a kind of fork on the road type of energy here, where you may be thinking about something a lot because you value it a lot, or it's something that like you're expecting here, or there may be here something that you feel is more one-sided rather than equal give and take. If that's the case, this indecision here is talking about clearing that, kind of figuring out what is best for you and to look at it from that angle. Okay, so that's what's coming through here for you. Now, this indecision, it may be that you are where you are right now in a present position and you're thinking about moving in another direction. Now, this could be moving physically or moving from one location to another location, whether that be residential, whether that be career. Okay, so that could be in play here for you. There could also be two things that you're weighing. Maybe you're weighing the pros and the cons, okay, in something, which makes sense because the Six of Pentacles is that kind of dual energy, okay, where it's like the energy that I'm putting out is the energy that I'm, resonating in, okay? So indecision, just don't allow yourself to feel burdened by something that may be stressing you out, or that you may be critically thinking about something and you're kind of stuck in the middle, okay, or kind of stuck because it's like, I don't know what to do. I feel that what your guides are kind of in a way clarifying here for you is that you need to listen to your heart's desire, and not only listen to your heart's desire, but also assess, is this indecision something that feels like a soul purpose, life purpose, or feels fulfilling? Not only that, but is there an equal give and take? In other words, is the person or environment that this may be talking about, are they equally invested in valuing you, your work, your energy, your unconditional love? Are they treating you in that way? Because this indecision can be very easily cleared up if you look at these three cards. Is it equal? Is someone equally valuing your generosity? Is it imbalanced? Are you always chasing someone or this person or this environment? Or is this person being kind to you in return? Do you feel like this is a heart's desire? Is this something that you feel like intuitively, like, you know what, I do feel that we both value each other. We value our friendship, our company, our connection, our friendship, whatever this may be. And another thing is, are they an energy vampire? Are they taking away in not taking physically, but although that could be here with resources with Six of Pentacles, but are they draining me? Like, do you feel drained when you're around that person, that environment, etc.? So if you're kind of figuring out, well, which way do I move towards, kind of think about these three cards as like a marking point, an assessment here for yourself, okay? Is this person being generous, balanced, kind? Are they accepting? Is there an equal sense of valuing each other? Are they equally caring? Or is the person or environment only interested if I make the move first, or if I give something first? Okay, so that is going to let you know here, kind of like it's going to help you gauge the situation a little better. All right. That being said, let's see what else is coming through to give you more clarity. Jack Cal, you are up next. Jack Cal, you are up next. Let's see what's coming through for you. So it feels like someone's actions are going to be, you're going to be doing the assessing. You're going to assess the situation. And that's how you're going to know if you should continue to invest in that friendship, situation, connection, whatever it is. Okay. You have warrior spirit. Warrior spirit says you're being called to show your unyielding will, where every conflict in life becomes a proving ground of your resilience. You must hold your ground no matter the external pressure. You already possess all the tools to fight this battle. Just trust in your abilities. Okay. So there you go. You have warrior spirit. Mary Jenna, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Again, this indecision, you got to hold firm in your beliefs or what it is that you truly value. All right. Don't lower your standard for anything or anyone, because then the Six of Pentacles is going to be tilted. It's not going to be in balance. Okay. So you don't want to be overpouring, over giving, although that may be your initial, that's just the person that you are. You need to be careful, because remember that givers attract takers. So that being said, just keep an eye out for that energy. But other than that, happy family and the person holding the heart are very, very high vibrational energies. And I hope that this has given you some type of insight. That being said, Mary Jenna, thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support. I look forward to seeing you next time. Don't forget, Mary Jenna, to take a look at your February readings as well as the playlist that are available here on the channel. Up next, we have Jack Cal. But before I jump into Jack Cal's reading, I want to say welcome for those of you who are new to my channel. If you just recently subscribed, welcome. All right, the list is closed for tonight, but feel free to come back tomorrow. However, subscribe today. Make sure that you've turned on your notification bell and all alerts so that you are notified tomorrow when I am back on. For those of you who are visiting for the first time, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, take a look down below in the description box of Twitter, friends. All that information is there for you. And if you're watching me live, take a look at the chat, as there are more messages there for you and more information. Please take a look at the free resources available here on my channel, as that may provide greater insight for you. So we have a spirit guide here that just jumped out of the deck here for you, Jack Cal. All right, Jack Cal, let's see what's coming through for you and intuitive friends. For those of you who are here watching and supporting, I greatly appreciate it. I want to say thank you to all of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty. Jack Cal, you are up next, and let's see what your guides want you to know. Of course, just a reminder here, Jack Cal, that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. Jack Cal, let's see what's coming through for you, what your guides want you to know right now at this moment in time. After Jack Cal, we have Portia Hall, and after Portia Hall, we have Andrea 54 Hector. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Beautiful energy here, Jack Cal. This is telling me that you're really focusing on making things happen for you, okay? So you're investing the patience, the effort, the consistency in something, and that you are taking your time and ensuring that you're really focusing on the growth, okay? Now, whatever this is something that you keep adding to. So whether you're adding more time, more resources, more focus, repeated consistency here, but whatever it is that you're doing now, your guides are saying that this will eventually grow. This will eventually grow, whether it's a skill, an ability, or a talent, or whether this is a project or something that you are really kind of like really focusing on. Okay. Now, patience is required in whatever this may be, because the Seven of Pentacles is giving time to whatever it is that you're putting or pouring your effort, time, nurturing, and compassion towards. Okay. So whatever this is, it's coming to fruition, or you may start seeing a little bit of that seed sprouting, but it's not 100% fully sprouted yet. Okay. So there's more time for this to unfold. This could be investments. This could be a project. But whatever this is that you are growing, you're growing it by your efforts, by your 3D tangible effort, whether it's money, time, resource, nurturing, compassion, patience, whatever it is, it's growing. Now, I want to show you in this modern deck, we have a person who is pregnant. Okay. So the pregnancy is symbolic of the gestation growth or the time that it takes for something to feel ready to bloom or expand. So, again, you may be putting in the consistent effort. You are not in a stagnant energy. Although you may think that from time to time, because looking at the top of the soil, symbolically, maybe you're not seeing that whole entire tree that you want to see. So there may be a lot happening underneath the soil. And of course, the soil being a symbolism that I'm using here. So whatever it is that you're working towards, just give it time because it will grow. It's going to be worth the wait, although you may not really see things blooming as you would like to right now. They will take time to unfold, but it's going to be worth your wait. Okay. I'm also getting here. Remember that after the Seven of Pentacles is the Eight of Pentacles. So, whatever this is, the more time that you keep focusing on putting in the work, the effort, and waiting for this either idea, opportunity, project, whatever this may be, or in whatever area in your life this may be, you're waiting for this to ripen. And the next step in the Seven of Pentacles is the Eight of Pentacles, which is that of having the mastery, gaining the mastery because you've put in so much work and practice. So whatever this is, I don't feel that it's ripened yet. Look at that action. Action is coming. Continue to manifest. You know that this is true because you've been getting some type of sign, symbol, synchronicities, and your heart's desire will be coming through. Okay. Wow, that was very interesting. That just popped out of the deck here for you, okay? So, action, things are moving. Well, by the way, this is the year of the horse when we're talking about the Chinese calendar. So, there may be here some symbolism here. Remember, horses is all about movement. So, there's something that's moving, even if you don't see it yet, but the manifestation, the request, whatever this may be, is working, but it's working and growing in a different either kind of like like I said, underneath the soil where you can't physically see it, but something is coming. Okay. So again, like I said, it's going to be worth the wait. You do have two cards that have the full moon right behind it. You have manifestation and psychic abilities. So you may be noticing that your gut level feeling or your hunches are either happening more frequently, more clearly, or you're more open to move in the direction of where your kind of hunch or gut feeling is leading you towards. This may be matters of the heart. It doesn't have to be, but it could be because the fourth chakra is all about that heart chakra. If I were you, I would work on my heart chakra just to make sure that you're releasing and letting go of things that no longer serve you so that you can continue to provide the good or the greatest condition of quote unquote symbolic soil so that something can flourish and expand, as I said here. There is, listen, the Seven of Pentacles in this card is about pregnancy. So just be aware, okay? There could be extra fertility, wink, wink, okay? So just throwing it out there. It shouldn't resonate, okay? You have here strategy and tactic, okay? But here with this Seven of Pentacles energy is coming through as that. Now it's interesting because I've only seen another card another deck that gives that kind of Empress pregnancy. And that is the deck of like the mermaid that shows the Seven of Pentacles in that way. I haven't seen a lot of Seven of Pentacles that show like that sense of like gestation or fertility, kind of like that pregnancy, the waiting for something to arrive that you've been cultivating and giving a lot of energy to. So it's very interesting here. So there may be a birth of an idea that may be not too far behind or that you may be working towards that you may potentially see. So strategy and tactics are going to be super important, as well as you relying or connecting with your intuition. And then not only are you going to feel it, maybe in your heart's desire, feel it in your heart, feel it or sense it or experience it through your six senses, but this manifestation of whatever it is that you're birthing or asking in regards to guidance or expansion in will be moving in its right time. So divine timing does seem to be at play here. With strategy and tactics here, Jackal, you have your decisions have brought you to a new chapter in your spiritual evolution. And it's very much here, kind of like right here in front of us, where we see psychic abilities and manifestation. So these two cards are giving this kind of spiritual evolution that may be occurring, okay? Maybe you are adding more time for I don't know, meditation. Maybe you are working with your energy centers. Maybe you are working with your heart chakra. And if that's the case, this is saying whatever it is that you're doing, you're going to see some type of result or action or momentum at the right time. It says now is a critical moment for strategic planning, ensuring each piece you move is aimed at achieving the highest success. Remember, strategy and planning are the keys to winning the game. All right, Jack Cow, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you next time. Up next, we have Portia Hall. But before I jump into Portia Hall's reading, I first want to say welcome to those of you who are new to the channel. If you're visiting for the first time, if you're new, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All my information is down below. That being said, intuitive friends, if you just subscribe to the channel, I want to say thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being part of the Lexa Tarot community. The list is closed for tonight, but please know that as long as you remain subscribed to the channel, turn on your notification bell, and turn on all notification alerts, you are going to be notified the next time I do either a live reading or when new content is uploaded to the channel. Okay, don't forget, intuitive friends, even if you didn't have an opportunity to have a free mini reading with me, there's a lot of content in the playlist, so take a look at that. All right, intuitive friends, thank you so much, Jack Cal, for stopping by. Don't forget to share my YouTube channel link with like-minded souls. Up next, we have Portia Hall. Portia Hall, welcome, my dear. If you are here, just give me a thumbs up. If not, then come back for your reading in regards to listening to it, because I'm going to give you the reading now. All right. All right, Portia Hall, let's see what potentially here your guides want you to know. Please remember that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And let's see what may be coming through for you here, Portia, what your guides want you to know. I thought that was going to flip over there, but let's see what's coming through, my dear. After Portia Hall, we have Andrea 54 Hector. I might open the list, so if you are here, I'll let you know in a couple of minutes, okay? Just give me 1 second. Let's see. Portia, you have, oh, wow. What? Wheel of Fortune with what? The Nine of Swords. Okay, listen carefully. I wasn't going to take out this card, but I wanted to see what, I wanted more details in regards to this energy before I speak. First and foremost, I want to say the following. Your guides have been watching you either go through something, either recently or in the past or recent past, that was very, very emotionally challenging. So much so that is either haunted your like it's like haunting memories, or it's left some type of imprint, whether it's that you have like nightmares about it, whether it's sometimes it crosses your mind, whether at times you may get triggered, especially around or towards a full moon, because I'm seeing the full moon here. I don't know if you are a water sign, but you may be either a water sign or an air sign. There's that energy that I'm picking up here. And that may trigger at times. You may get triggered by memories or emotions here. However, this may resonate for you, the Nine of Swords is this energy of being really caught up in your head. You're either having haunting thoughts, you have insomnia, or you go to sleep, but then you wake up in the middle of the night. But there's some type of like energy here where, when you are in that sense of anxiety or fear, it kind of amplifies. Okay. So your guides are pretty much saying, hey, listen, no, don't worry, don't stress, allow yourself to start decompressing. This could be a past energy, okay? So maybe here this is something that already happened, but there's this kind of like at times you may get a mental anguish or a haunting thought about that either situation, circumstance, or event. Okay. So your guides are saying here, hello, don't get caught up with this energy. It's normal. It's fine. It's okay. If it comes up, address it, identify it, but also let it go. The reason why this is important for you to understand, and the reason why I wanted to see what energy was right after that Wheel of Fortune, is because the Wheel of Fortune is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is the planet of good luck and expansion. Now, what do I mean by that? The Wheel of Fortune really allows itself to expand the energy in which you are resonating in. So, if you're resonating in an energy of the Nine of Swords, you will get more of the Nine of Swords energy. Why? Because Jupiter is the planet of expansion. So whatever energy it's in, it will make it greater. So super important here with the Nine of Swords for you to cultivate a practice where you're allowing yourself to let go of self-sabotaging thoughts, limited beliefs, and energies that are very much connected to a heartbreak, a loss, grief, or breakup, separation, or divorce, or whatever this Nine of Swords may be connected to energetically. Okay. Because the more that you stay, and again, wherever your mind goes, energy flows. Whatever you think about, you bring more about towards you. So we want to kind of get a handle of this Nine of Swords energy so that it doesn't continue to expand with this Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Now, you have the ability to shift this around. Yes, it's going to feel a little bit difficult at first, but hello, Fairy Tale, Neela. Don't go anywhere. Okay. I closed the reading, but I might have two more spaces available. So don't go anywhere, Fairy. Okay. Um, yeah, don't go anywhere. Stick around because I'm going to add you to the list. I don't see any of my members here, so I have two more spots open. So you have one, Fairy, and then I'll add someone else after you. Um. So yeah, where was I? Who was I? Portia. Yes. Okay, Portia. So that's what I'm getting here with this energy. Okay, so super, super, super important for you not to kind of get into this kind of like mental or emotional anguish over something, because that is the energy that you may be amplifying without knowing. So, my advice here is for you to do the following, okay? Again, free will is the thing. You don't have to. This is just a suggestion. Before you go to bed, um, align your energetic frequencies. Align yourself with align your seven chakras. Okay, that's number one. Okay, seven chakras: root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, uh third eye, and crown energy. Okay, so you align your frequencies, align your seven chakras with the 30-minute. I'll put it here in a few minutes after I do your reading, but 30 minutes to align your chakras. Then do a nighttime affirmation. It's free and it's on my channel already. So say that nighttime affirmation before you go to sleep. Cultivate that kind of like, I'm going to block myself. I'm going to block 40 minutes of my time or 45 minutes before I go to sleep to wind down, and wind down in an energetic way by aligning your chakras, listening to that nighttime affirmation that I have on the playlist, and then get yourself to sleep. The more you do that, the more you stay at a higher vibration frequency, okay? So let's take a look at what else is coming through for you, my dear. And we have here commitment. You need to be committed to changing this mindset, okay? So that's going to be super important. So I've given you free tools, free resources. You know, you have the choice to do them or not, but if you choose to do it, be committed to being consistent with it so that you see the shift that occurs over time. It's not going to be a one-day thing. It's going to take time, okay? So being committed to it is going to help you. It's going to help you from getting into that Nine of Swords energy. You see that dove here? It's a little bit darker, and that one is connected more to this Nine of Swords energy. And then we have a white dove connected more to that Wheel of Fortune. So the more that you commit your heart and your mind to shifting this energy, okay, dark, we get to this higher vibrational energy, light. And that is the energy that you want to expand, okay? And, you know, have this like Jupiter energy here with the Wheel of Fortune. Now, the progress is going to be slow, but as long as you're putting in the work, it also may be something that with time you will see some type of improvement or progress. That being said, the next thing that I want to channel here for you is that this situation, circumstance, or event may potentially be very much connected to something, maybe a commitment, a past relationship or partnership. It could be a friendship. It could be anything here. But whatever this was, there were two people who very much cared for each other. So it doesn't have to be romantic, although it could be like the breakup of a friendship or an argument between you and others, maybe family, friends, loved ones, maybe a work related situation, or very much connected to here to perhaps your love life in the past or recent past. Okay. All right. Last but not least, let's take a look at what else is coming through for you. You have patience. As I said, it's going to take time. Validation, confirmation. I said it. I said this is not something that's going to happen overnight. You need to be committed to whatever this is, this new way of thinking and new way of of shifting your energy into higher vibration energy. So it's a skill that over time will get easier, but the first element is identifying why this, you know, like what's the feeling this Nine of Swords is telling you about, for you to heal through that, okay, as you're working through your seven chakras. And also as you're doing your nighttime affirmation, which I said is on the playlist under energy, healing, and affirmations. Okay, so there's lots there for you to do for free so that you can get yourself right on track. So patience says here the universe's timeline doesn't always align with our desires. I want to say something else before I continue. I need you to understand that healing is not linear. Okay, there are going to be times where you're going to feel like you're moving leaps and bounds forward here with this Wheel of Fortune. And there may be times where you may need to take a step back. That does not mean that you are failing. Not at all, because healing is not linear. So that is okay if you take 3 steps forward after taking 10 steps. I'm sorry, if you take 10 steps forward and you end up taking 3 steps back, just accept it. Nurture that energy of like, okay, I need to kind of, you know, pull back a little bit and I need to readjust so that then you can move forward another 15 or 20 steps forward. Okay. So healing is not linear. Okay. So whatever this is may take time for you to heal. It says the universe's timeline doesn't always align with our desires, but it weaves the future in its own way. The delays you're experiencing, or like I just said, the setbacks that you may be experiencing, are preparing you for the miracles that are waiting for you. Like I said, validation, confirmation, something is coming through for you. But again, you need to be at a higher vibration frequency, as the Wheel of Fortune is very much connected to energy as opposed to just giving you a free opportunity or an unexpected opportunity. That could be part of it, but their energy has a lot to do with it. Forcing things, listen carefully, Forcing things won't speed up the process. You may want to speed up the process of healing. It doesn't work like that. We got to go through again, that, healing is not linear. Okay. It says it may cause you to miss the miracles meant for you. So again, forcing things won't speed the process. Instead, it may cause you to miss the miracles meant for you. So again, there you go. Validation, confirmation, Portia. I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Up next, we have Andrea 54 Hector. I'm going to add Fairy Tale Nihal to the list because I don't see any of my members here. So Neela, I'm going to place you right here under Andrea. So you made it at a good time. Fairy Tale. Ni hao. All right, Fairy Tale Ni hao. Thank you so much for being here. All right. So, Portia, I hope those messages have been insightful for you, my dear. Okay. And don't worry, your guides are there supporting you along the way here with commitment. Okay. So you're not alone in this process. All right, intuitive friends. Up next, we have Andrea 54 Hector, followed by Fairy Tale Nihal. But first, for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, take a look down below in the description box and here in the chat, as you will find my links there. Okay. Intuitive friends, I have one more spot available for my subscribers. So if you are here, come on down. And then that'll be it. Okay. So I have one more spot open. And of course, if I get a member, then I will channel messages for that member as well. All right, intuitive friends. Oh, you're here? Okay, so Shaylee, I'm gonna add you also. Okay, my love. So you're at number 6. I'm sorry, Shaylee, I didn't know you were here. All right, Shaylee, welcome. All right, intuitive friends, the list is closed. Okay. Please remember, intuitive friends, that these messages are free 5-minute readings. If you want more depth, then feel free to drop a super sticker or a super chat. Again, there is no obligation. It is up to you. But if you so choose to, I'll be greatly appreciated. Okay. All right, intuitive friends. That being said, let us jump to the next person on our list here. And we have Andrea. All righty, Andrea. Hello, my dear. Thank you so much for being here. Andrea 54 Hector, let's see what your guides want you to know. Just a reminder here, Andrea 54 Hector, that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And let's see what your guides want you to know right now at this moment in time. Let's see. Now, remember, this is a general reading. This could be in any area of your life. If I feel pulled more into a certain direction, I'll definitely obviously let you know. But let's see. We have here Page of Swords. Wonderful. Page of Swords. You're having this like beginner mindset in something that you're either curious about, you want to know more knowledge of. There's this energy here of you kind of having either new thoughts, new ideas. You have a desire to learn more about something, or you're curious about something. Now, this could be something that you're working on. This could be something, maybe you're doing more research on something. Maybe you're looking for tools, resources, books, audiobooks, information. There's something here coming across with messages, which is the page. Okay, so this could be any form of communication. Maybe you're speaking to people who are more knowledgeable, because the page energy is that novice energy. So this could be here, this kind of like you starting to gain more kind of curiosity or clearly thinking about and this could also be you starting to have like conversations with people, like I said, that are more like intellectually stimulating and something that you're wanting to either research or learn more about. This could be in work, this could be in any area. So there's this kind of like, I'm learning more or I want to learn more. Your mental clarity is like, okay, it's there. Okay, so I'm also getting that. There's also this sense of like thinking before doing something or thinking before saying something. Okay, so there's this kind of like you shifting your gears in how you normally do something, and you're assessing. There's a little bit more of this like tactical, logical, rational appeal or energy moving towards something that you are either thinking about, creating, or being more curious about. Okay, so this could be a person, a situation, a circumstance, an event, or an environment. It could be in any area of your life. But those, I'm getting like creative juices of learning more is there. Okay, so I don't know what that may be about. And then, of course, you can let me know by just dropping a rose, or if you want to share what that may be. But I'm getting that there's this like energy here very much about it. Now, what's interesting is it could be that you could be taking like a class, a certification, enrolling in something, because you just want to be more knowledgeable in it, okay? Or you want to gain a certain sense of credentials, or a certain sense of like, I have this to back me up in what I am doing or saying, or, I'm getting like evidence is also important here. So I don't know what that may be about, but yeah. All right. You may be asking the right questions too. There's this energy here of that. Okay. Kind of like posing the kind of like right questions in order for you to gain more information about something. All right. Let's see what else is coming through. So I'm definitely getting here this kind of like, I want to learn more. I want to get, and it's funny because I hear the guide saying credentials. So I don't know if this is credential based. Like I said, education is coming through here. So I don't know what that may be about. But all right, we'll see. Let's see what else is unfolding here for you. All right, we have here the person holding the coin. Listen carefully because this is coming up again. And now I see why your guys may be telling me this. Listen carefully. This is how this is coming across energetically to me. So remember that I said education. Remember that I said there's this sense of curiosity. There's this sense of learning more. This is a sense of like being in a community or in, with other people, or maybe, I don't know, like gaining more information with someone who has more experience in something. Okay. So education, credentials, certification, something here about education. That's number one. And there's something super important coming in. The reason why you're doing this is because you want to gain more either financial stability, or you want to be known as someone who has more credentials, resources here. So you want something firmer. It's like, how do I give you an example here? It's as if, okay, so let me give you an example. All right. And this is just like, I'm just throwing it out there because this is how it's coming across. Let's say you have a natural passion to, I don't know, crochet. Let's just say, whatever. Okay. I'm just going to use crochet for whatever reason. I feel here that there's something here about like maybe even a grandmother or someone who like crocheting, because that just came like boop. But that's a whole other conversation. Let's stick to what I'm channeling here, which is, let's pretend that you are just really good at crocheting, that you've loved crocheting ever since you were a little girl, right? Let's just say. And you're just really good at it. This is what you've always wanted to do, like as a hobby. But you want people to take you more seriously in that passion that you normally have, right? So let's pretend that now you want to sell your crocheting stuff. And just so that you can have more stability or more security to teach crocheting to other people, you're just going to take a class or a credential or whatever on crocheting, because if you want someone to take you seriously in teaching something or earning more, you're increasing your earning potential, it may require, not that it has to, but it may require you to learn. See, it says education here, to learn more about something so that there's more sense of stability and groundedness here in that specific skill. Now, this, of course, doesn't have to be crocheting, but I'm using that as an example of how this is coming across. So, whatever it is that you're being very curious about, that you may be having like new ideas, a desire to learn more, a desire to get more information or more expertise from someone else who may be a qualified person or a licensed person or a certified person in whatever this may be, because you're coming in as a page, you're coming in as the person who's learning from someone else that has more experience in something that, two things. Number one, you're going to earn more. So you may potentially increase your earning potential. And secondly, it's also going to give you more stability or credibility on whatever this may be. Okay. So your guys just want to let you know about that. Sorry, I took too long there in explaining that, but I wanted to give you like the information that I'm getting and in the way that I'm getting it. So I don't know. You let us know in the description. Let us know in the chat if that's something that resonates. But it's coming so strongly that it feels like yes. Okay. Whatever this is not going to be an overnight thing. Okay. Whatever this is going to require patience, consistency, and you really, it's going to require a lot of mental energy. Okay. So I don't know if it's like studying, memorizing, I don't know, but it's coming across as something like that. All right. So there we go. All right. Queen Empress Life. Hello. 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 Welcome. I closed the list, but I'm going to add you. Okay. Because I don't have another person after Shaylee. Okay, so you're gonna be the last person. All right, Queen Empress. All right, intuitive friends, like for real now. I have closed the list. For real. Okay, close session. All right, that's it. You're the last one. Okay, my dear. It's just I didn't have any members, so I can add you. Okay. So yes, you're here. Don't go anywhere. And anyone else who comes in, can you just guys, can you do me a huge favor? Can you just remind them that it is closed? Okay. I've been saying it's closed for a while, and it's like, okay, now it's for real. For real. All right, where was I? Who am I? Oh, Andrea. Yes. I don't know what this is about, but let's see. Let's keep it going here. All righty. Spread your wings. Look at that. Listen, whatever this is, I feel that there's a lot of passion. There's a lot of passion in this because I kept getting like something that you've been wanting to do since you were little or something connected to like since you were a child. So I don't know. I'm getting like, you know how some, okay, let me give you an example. This one came like bing. My guys are like, yeah, tell this one. This is actually what happened to me. When I was little, I used to put up all my dolls and I used to make believe like I was teaching them. Okay. Now, when I was younger, I did not want to become a teacher. Okay. But my mother always said, you're going to be a teacher. I'm like, no, I'm not. But, ever since I was little, I would put all my dolls and I would teach them because I was their teacher. Okay. Sure enough, as I grew older, I try to not go in that direction, but I ended up landing in becoming a teacher and in education. And of course, now I'm a college professor. So there could be something here linked to something that you've always like even pretended to be when you were a child, that you are really spreading your wings, and it's something very valuable, and it's coming across as a life purpose or a soul purpose here. So I just want to say that it comes like from since like you were a child. Okay. So just want to, I don't know, you could give us more insight about that. Look at this. It says, stop hiding your talents. Now is the moment to reveal your true self and let your spirit soar freely. Fly higher and reach for the stars destined for you. Whatever this whatever this, I don't want to say queen, but whatever this page of swords is, it's really going to allow you to spread your wings. And like I said, there's going to be either an increased earning potential or more stability. So please let me know if this message resonates for you, because that was as clear as day. It was coming in like boom, 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 boom. So there you go. So let us know what this may be. All right. That being said, thank you so much, Andrea 54 Hector, for stopping by. I'll take a look at the at my phone in a minute. But first, for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box, intuitive friends. Guess what? If you just subscribed to the channel, unfortunately, we're closed for tonight. However, you feel free to continue to subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all alerts, come back tomorrow because I'll be doing more readings, okay? Now, I'm very curious because I love it when my guys like start showing me things that have to do with me, but let's see. Let's see. Andrea. Oh, Portia, I did say I was going to add something. Portia, let me know if you're here. I think I said I was going to, there was a link that I said I was going to give you, and I can't remember if it was Portia or if it was Andrea. Now I can't remember. Okay. Let's see. Andrea, I'm here, love. Yes, on point. Yes, I want to get my LP. Bingo. There you go. Validation confirmation. A Queen Empress, how many subscriber who was here before but closed reading? I want to speak in the chat, but I said I had to wait 5 minutes. And so, yes, you could be added to the list. So don't forget, Queen Empress Life, to remain subscribed to the channel, because if you were here before and then you unsubscribed, then that's why you had, and then you subscribed again, that's why I had you wait 5 minutes. Okay. All right. Andrea, a nurse. Bingo. There you go. Hi, my beautiful spiritual sister at Queen. Hi, Andrea, for a long time. All right, wonderful. You guys know each other. So there you go. Wow, Andrea, that was exactly, that must have been. Let me know if you used to pretend to be a nurse when you were little, because that's what was coming through. Like you pretending to, I don't know, either a nurse or a doctor, or like you used to put like bandages on your dolls or something, or action figures, whatever. I don't know, but I'm getting like pretend to be this thing since you were a child. So let me know what that, if that's true, because that was coming through very, very heavy. All right. That being said, Andrea, thank you so much for tuning in. Up next, we have Fairy Tale Nihal. Fairy, come on down. Hello, intuitive friends. Welcome. This message is for Fairy Tale Nihal. Welcome. Just a reminder here, intuitive friends, that these messages are 5-minute mini readings. Sometimes I go a little bit over on time. But if you are interested in extending your reading in some way, shape, or form, all you need to do is just drop a super, and I'll be more than happy to turn it into a super reading for you. If not, no worries, because 5 minutes is more than enough for me to channel the messages that you need to know at this moment in time. Now, Fairy Tale Nihal, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Just a reminder, Fairy Tale, that these messages are for entertainment purposes only, okay? And let's see what's coming through for you, Fairy Tale Ni Hao, what your guides want you to know. What your guides want you to know. And we have here the Tower with the King of Coins. Okay, listen carefully here, Fairy Tale Ni Hao. I was going to stop at the Tower, but I wanted to see what energy was coming right after. So these two are supporting each other. Now, the Tower is telling me here that this may have happened in the past or recent past, where there was a huge shock wave. Something created a shocking, either finding something out, learning something more, discovering something. Something could have really turned your world upside down, whether it was information, whether it was an accident, whether it was an expected revelation, discovery, finding something out. But whatever this was, it really shook you to the core. Now, the Tower in tarot is ruled by Mars, and Mars is an energy, a planet that is all about that fire. Now, fire can be helpful, but if not controlled or not watched carefully, it could blow up in a different way, right? So, here with the Tower, this is telling me here that there may have been some type of revelation. You may have felt or been in a situation, circumstance, or an event that you either did one of the following. Could have been something similar to this energy that I'm getting. Maybe turning a blind eye on something or someone that you should have, kind of in a way, moved in a different direction or released yourself from, but maybe the conditions weren't at the right, maybe things weren't in the right conditions. Maybe you weren't in the right state of either emotions or mind or energy, or maybe there were some resources that you were lacking, and so you kind of had to be there. This could also be something that you were there because you were comfortable. Okay, so it could be very much similar to this energy of like, I stood in this energy because I didn't know what would happen next. I was unsure of my next move. I didn't know how to kind of get out of it. And so this may have occurred. When I say this, I mean that this shakeup could have been destiny, fate, um, something occurring here to bring you back to some type of awareness and get you out of it, either a situation, circumstance, event, or a person here, okay, that no longer was good for you. Now, this could be an environment, this could be anything. This shake up, although it may have been difficult, it may have been connected to a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, doesn't have to be. This could be you also. I'll talk about that in a minute. But this Tower energy is saying you needed to get out of that situation. So, destiny, the creator, okay? There could have been a divorce, a breakup, separation, divorce. There could have been something that you didn't know that was revealed to you, and it was a shocking event. This could have been bankruptcy. This could have been losing a job. This could be kind of like those earth-shattering moments where like you don't see it coming and they just happen. It could also have been a natural disaster, an accident. So again, it could have been anything. But whatever this was, it created the opportunity for you to start new again. Why? Because the tower crumbles. And in order for you to come back rising like a phoenix from the ashes, your guides are saying you are now in the energy of this King of Pentacles energy. You've learned from this experience. You have risen from the ashes, and you are now in an energy here where you are resonating with stability and security. So you may be seeing or feeling that you are more secure in your finances, or with friends, family, loved ones, in your home. Maybe there's something, because I'm getting something here about a house or a home or an apartment. So I don't know what that may be about. Okay, so you just let me know what that may mean. But I'm getting the sense of like, although house could be talking about security as well, but there could be like either you finding a better environment, a better home, That's the type of energy that I'm getting here, okay? So your guides are saying you're now resonating at this energy of the King of Pentacles. Now remember, King of Pentacles is maturity. It's the maturity of the hard work that you've been putting in to rebuild something completely new after this situation, circumstance, or event that occurred for you, not to you, but for you. Okay, because it created more stability in some way, shape, or form. It woke you up. Okay, so this energy here is what your guides are showing me. Now, fairy tale Nihao, this could also be someone else. Okay, there could have been a situation, circumstance, or event where there could have been someone who was helpful in helping you get back on your feet, or this King of Pentacles could be connected to this Tower energy. Again, take what resonates. All right, let's see what else is coming through. After Fairy Tale Nihao, we have Shaylee. Shaylee is up next. Yep, there you go. Happy family. Your guides want to remind you here that you are now vibrating at a different frequency. Just focus on your stability. Focus on committing yourself to change, to stabilizing and securing the things that are meaningful to you, that are valuable to you, to cut the cord of people that no longer value you, or people that have deceived you or backstabbed you in the past or recent past. Just be aware there may be people who may see you as a person who has a lot of resources that can help them get out of situations, and then they backstab you. So I'm getting that here. It could be family, it could be your best friend, it could be colleagues, it could be other people. If you resonate with that story, your guides are saying here, you need to learn to be like to decipher people's energy a little bit better, okay? Because you can't be giving to people, and then, you know what I mean? Because givers attract takers. So just be aware of that. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't be generous and caring. That's not what it's saying. It means for you to be aware at who values you, so that you can then kind of like, okay, this person values my time, they care about me. Okay, as they say, when someone shows you who they are once, believe them. Okay, so that's coming through. Happy family, higher vibrational energy. There may be more stability in the home domestic scene. There may be more stability with finances, family, friends, loved ones, or things that matter to you. Okay, you're seeing the dawn of a new day, or there's a sense of improvement or progress happening. So congratulations ahead of time, maybe, because this is something that may be either unfolding or something that you may be experiencing already. That being said, let's take a look at your last and final card. And we have here for you, jump in. Wonderful. Taking a leap forward. Okay. Also getting out of the comfort zone. So there you go. Validation, confirmation. Now it's interesting because you have sea turtle, and sea turtle, I always connect it with that pentacles energy because it is a slow moving energy. It's something that resonates with time and with again, as time goes on. Okay. So it says the stars won't all line up for you. So stop waiting for all the conditions to be perfectly aligned. Try what you've been doubting and take a step with confidence. That means, let me explain. That means you may be waiting for the right opportunity, like for everything to line up perfectly. And sometimes it doesn't work like that. Sometimes in order for something to line up, like several things to line up, you just need to take the step of taking the leap of faith, and then the steps start coming in front of you to kind of like get yourself going. Okay, so it's as okay, let me give you a good example here, because my guys are showing me this example, so I'm going to show you. It's like this marker here. This marker is like, okay, I want to get over there, and I'm just going to wait for the right time to get to over here. It's not going to go anywhere unless I push it. So that is what your guides are showing me. That yes, you may be like, I want this, that, and the other, and I'm waiting for the right perfect time for everything to align. And your guides are saying, okay, We understand that you're waiting for that, but the first thing that you need to do is put effort and push it, and then it'll start, moving ahead. So again, that's the kind of symbology or analogy that I'm getting here for you. It says the stars won't all align up for you, so stop waiting for all the conditions to align perfectly. Try what you've been doubting and take a step with confidence. Sometimes action precedes perfection. This moment is when you need to jump in. So there you go. Okay. It's like when I created my YouTube channel, I knew nothing about how to do it. I just knew that like I wanted to do it and I wanted to expand and share my gifts with a larger community of people. And I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I knew that the first step was just creating my channel and just doing it. I've perfected the structure of things on my channel with time, but it didn't all start off that way. You see? So sometimes, you may kind of create an analysis paralysis type of energy because you may be waiting for the right time or opportunity. So your guides are telling you here, make the step, move forward, and then the rest will follow. It's like that movie. I forgot the name of this movie. The Field of Dreams. When you build it, they will come. So when you do it, the resources will come, or the how will show up for you. Okay. All right. So Fairy Tale, ni hao. I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Up next, we have Shaylee. And then after Shaylee, wait, let me see. Who do I have? I have two people that I put here, but I didn't write them. Oh, wow. So look, we have here Queen Empress. Queen Empress, hello. Okay, so Queen Empress Life, just so you know, I don't do specific questions, but let's see what your guides have to say in regards to what you wrote there, okay? Because I do a different super chat, okay? I know you're new to the channel, but super important for you to read the stuff that I have in the chat. So we'll see what your guides want to tell you about in regards to this energy. We also have Sparkle. Shaylee, thank you so much for your donation, for your super chat, okay? Thank you so much, my dear. All right, so we have, hold on. We have Shaylee, and then, yeah, it was like after Shaylee, then we have Queen. Okay, so Queen, Empress. And then Shaylee has a super, and Queen has a super. Okay, perfect. All right, intuitive friends. Beautiful. All right, intuitive friends, if you are, thank you so much for supporting the channel, both of you, and for all of you who support in many different ways. Don't forget, take a look underneath my take a look underneath my banner, and there you will see my Instagram social media link. Okay, so you can follow me also on Instagram. All right, intuitive friends, let's jump to the next reading, and that is for Shaylee. So Shaylee has a super reading. Thank you so much, Shaylee. Let's see what your guides want you to know right now at this moment in time. All right, Shaylee, let's see what's coming through for you. Hold on. Am I holding this the upright way? Yes, I am. Okay, perfect. All right, Shaylee, let's see what your guides want you to know. So you have a super reading. Let's see the unfolding here of what's coming through for you. Yeah, Queen Empress Life. So what I'll do is I'm going to channel any messages that come through in connection to that question, okay? But it's mostly about what your guides want you to know. So for you, just because like you're new to the channel, you didn't know, so I get it, I understand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let's see what your guides have to say in regards to that situation, okay? So no worries, I'm still gonna do your reading. Just give me a second, okay? Yeah, so no worries. Okay. But just so you know, for future reference, I have super chat lives that just focus on personal questions. Okay. But that's fine. We'll see what your guides want you to know in regards to that energy. Okay. So that's how I'll frame it so that um you get some type of reading. Okay. All right. So Shaylee. Hello, my love. Thank you so much for your donation. Thank you so much for tuning in. Shaylee, let's take a look here at what your guides want you to know, okay? And I'm going to just, again, let's see what this may be. We have the Knight of Cups with the Three of Wands. Knight of Cups. Beautiful energy here of movement, but movement with a sense of um intuit you. I feel here that there's this energy of you moving towards something because you're following your heart, you're following your intuition, you're allowing yourself to lean into your yin energy and using your intuition and your heart to help you or guide you in some way, shape, or form. The Knight of Cups is following your heart and your intuition. So there's this sense here. There could also be here a sense of like a message of love. There could also be here an apology or someone apologizing to you or you asking for an apology of some sorts. This could also be very much connected to an invitation. So there could be like someone inviting you to take part into something and then you're just allowing yourself to listen to your heart and to your intuition and just kind of like accepting, or vice versa. This could be you extending some type of invitation here and someone saying, okay, you feeling called to do something like that. Okay. Remember that cups are all about emotion, but they're also about your yin energy of your intuition. So here with the Knight of Cups, I'm also getting here the sense of like an emotional connection and awareness that you are moving towards. So, yes, you may be, for example, logical, analytical, or, like intelligent. You do things from that space, but there's something here that's kind of like pulling you more to the space of following your heart's desire or your intuition. Okay, kind of leading you towards a certain path. It says here attraction, tactful, artistic, proposals, like I said, an invitation, affectionate, chivalrous, romantic, charming, psychic, and grace. Basically, what I just said, but in a different way. So, again, like I said, intuition may be at play. Now, here's the thing you have the Three of Wands. Now, the Three of Wands in this deck is showing two people who are together. Okay. And in this deck, it says manifesting big developments, travel for pleasure, work or love, leveling up or progress. Okay. That's what it says here. But I channel intuitively. Besides this energy here, I'm also getting that there is this kind of like your guides want you to know that there may be an opportunity where you may be potentially here leveling up. So it's you paying attention and deciphering with your intuition, your heart's desire here about what this may be for you or what it may mean for you. Okay. Threes are all about teamwork. Threes are also, especially with Three of Wands, it's about alliances, it's about friendships as well. It's you visioning or envisioning taking the right opportunity when it comes in your direction. So, waiting for the right time, waiting for the passion to be where it needs to be, the motivation where it needs to be, the ambition where it needs to be in order for you to level up. The Three of Wands is about movement, but it's about movement it's about movement, but making those moves with under the right conditions. Okay, it's not just moving just to move. It's moving with its inspiration. It's moving with passion. It's moving with a sense of a drive. Okay, so it's intentional. Okay, so there's this energy here, whether it's that maybe you're thinking about moving from a location, a city, town, state, or country, whether it may be through career, maybe it's your residence, maybe you're going to be doing more traveling. Okay, or maybe doing more traveling because of love or because of this sense of dedication and devotion that you have either for something or someone. That is also coming through here. So it's like, yes, I'm going to put in the work and I know that I'm manifesting. So your guides are saying, yes, you may be manifesting something. You may be manifesting either leveling up in a connection or leveling up in some way, shape, or form. But there's a sense here of that, potentially unfolding here for you. Let's take a look at what else is coming through for you. Okay. Let's see, what else do your guides want you to know? Family and trust. Okay, so guess what? This could be in the area of family. It doesn't have to be, but it could be in the area of family, friends, or loved ones. This could also be in the area of something that matters very much to you. So, whatever this is, it's in the heart sector. So, again, your heart's desire, your something that is very valuable to you, such as like your friends, family, loved ones, your home, your stability, whatever this may be. But family is coming through here for you. Remember that I was saying here earlier that I was channeling this message in regards to your intuition. Okay. You do have a full moon here. So I feel that there may be loved ones who have crossed over who are finding it either easier for you to connect with them or them to connect with you. It could be here that you're moving more towards a feeling here of expanding even further your intuition and maybe even trusting your intuition even more. And these loved ones who have crossed over here actually guiding you, being on your team and kind of showing you, like they say, like when the student is ready, the when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Like that type of energy is what I'm getting here. So there could be this sense of something opening up for you. It could be someone from, again, that may have crossed over and then you're starting to trust, or maybe you've always trusted your intuition, but there's sense here of trust. Like, I know that this is what I need to do, okay? In some way, shape, or form, like an inner knowing, like following your inner knowing. What I'm also getting here with the Three of Wands is that this energy here, in regards to you moving something further or progressing or leveling up, whether it's in something having to do with love, career, or whatever area of your life, that trust is going to be super important. If it's not the most important factor, it is definitely a factor, something that you're factoring in regards to the development of something, or in regards to the you putting in the effort, the work, and the energy towards something here. Okay, so either you're trusting fate, destiny, or the universe, or there's more trusting happening here in regards to a person, a situation, circumstance, event, or an environment. Okay, so trust is coming through very heavy here for you. Let's see what else is coming through for you here, Shaylee. What your guides want you to know. Ooh, look at that. You have the Hungry Ghost and you have another card underneath. So we'll take a look at that. There may be times that there is this energy that, and I feel that it has a lot to do with the full moon, by the way. So there may be times where you're closer to the full moon where you may feel a bit anxious, or like your energy, like you being on like emotionally alert, but in an anxiety type of way. So there are times that you may, and it's not on purpose or anything, it's just like either it's hormonal, either it's the shifting of the full moon or the phases of the moon, where you may be intuitively sensitive and pick up and be a little bit more irritable or easily triggered when those things happen, when those shifts occur, whether it's planetary or whether it's the moon. But I'm getting here with the hungry ghost that there are times that sometimes you may get caught up in your head. Sometimes you may get into this like lack mindset. And so this has a lot to do with things that have been from the past. So there may be, again, some trust issues here or something having to do with the element of trust, as I said here with the Three of Wands, where that may be at play in whatever this may be talking about. So the hungry ghost says obsession or possession or jealousy, that type of energy. It says scarcity consciousness or attachment. So there may be something here where there may be a bit of a codependency type of energy or behavior or old pattern here that may show up from time to time, especially like I said, when your intuition or when you are triggered or when there's more anxiety or stress surrounding you. Okay. Your guides want to let you know that you are protected. You are divinely protected. Now, here with the Metal King, it says discipline. You have the ability to discipline your mind or a habit or whatever it is that you may do or feel tempted to do and get back into doing that over and over again. Okay. Because this energy is like this. So I'm going to show it like this. The king, the Metal King, is looking at the hungry ghost. So there may be times where you may be tempted to fall into this energy of either jealousy, obsession, micromanaging something to the extent that it becomes like too controlling over something. Okay. Scarcity mindset or some sense of attachments here or codependency on something. Now, you have the ability to create the correct or the strength or the healthy boundaries that need to be set so that you don't lean into this energy when there's a little bit of this kind of feeling overwhelmed. But that's what's coming through for you, okay, in regards to that. So let's see what else your guides want you to know. Intuitive friends, just so you know, these messages, I'm sorry, this session is already closed, So let's see what's coming through for Shaylee, but you can join me here tomorrow, okay? All right, let's see what else is coming through here, Shaylee, for you. You have here Medusa, exactly what I was talking about. Jealousy, it says jealousy leads to downfall. Whether this is you or whether this is someone else, okay, so it doesn't have to be you. It could be you, it could be someone else, or it could be others towards you, okay? But there's a little green-eyed monster coming through here, okay? So there could be this sense of people, okay, very much seeing that you're in a high frequency energy, kind of saying, wow, things always pan out in a very nice way for Shaylee. She's so lucky, you know what I mean? And wish that they had either that luck or just don't want you to have success in some things. So there could be people in your energy field, whether it's your friends, family, loved ones, or whether this is external people outside of your circle of trust. Okay. So this could be other people, okay, that you may not be close to them, but they may know of you. This could also be talking about a person that you are either emotionally connected to or it could be relationship, it could be a friend, a loved one, family. But there could be here the sense of like being jealous, okay? Like I said at the top of the reading, the hungry ghost, I said obsession, jealousy, micromanaging, scarcity mindset. There could be at times this feeling like I'm not enough, or it could be someone else saying like I'm not enough for Shaylee, or I don't feel, or I feel like Shaylee is up here and I'm like over here, and I'm like, so there may be some type of manipulative tactics that someone may try to do in order to make you feel less than from time to time, just so that you can doubt your amazing energy. Okay. So be very careful of a person or a person who may want to manipulate you in some way, shape, or form, because it's coming across as a potential energy of someone else, okay? Because they see your greatness, they see your potential, they see that, you have big dreams, but maybe they don't have big dreams, or maybe they are in a position where they can't fulfill those beautiful dreams because of some type of past mistake or some type of situation that may have happened in the past or recent past. So there's this energy here wanting to make you feel or hope that you don't over exceed your potential and leave them behind. Okay. So again, this could be anybody. We do have here fire energy. So fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There could be some type of connection here in some way, shape, or form, whether this be connected to your astrological natal chart, or this could be someone that you know that again may be very much connected to your jealous, to maybe jealous of you or jealous of you exceeding their potential. Okay, so that's how this is exceeding where they're from. Like they're here and you're up here, and they're afraid that because you're going further and further up, that there's going to be a point in time that you're going to see them as like, you know what, we're not matching, we're not on level, and that you may leave, or that you may decide to move in a different direction. Okay, so that's how this is coming across here, Shaylee. Okay, so fire says here, reckless actions lead to conflict. Again, there could be here an argument, a disagreement. Again, someone talking down to you or making you feel like less than because they know your potential. Okay, you may be destined for more, but there's this energy of making you doubt yourself here. So I do feel like the sense of manipulation, um, you know, in some regard. Okay, let's see what's coming through for you, intuitive friends. Just so you know, the list is closed for tonight. The list is closed for tonight. So what you can do is you can remain subscribed to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all alerts, and come back tomorrow, because if you are continuing to subscribe to the channel and you turn on your notification bell and all notification alerts connected to this channel, then as soon as I come back on tomorrow, you'll be notified. Okay. So again, intuitive friends, this is a first come, first serve 5-minute mini reading. Okay. All right, intuitive friends. All right, Shaylee, let's see what else. How are your guides here? Oh, that just flipped over. So let's see. Your guides are helping you here. It says sky fire, messages, channel, and information. You have a couple of cards here, but I'm only going to take the two that I'm seeing. So I'm seeing this one and I'm seeing this one. All right. So Skyfire 11, you may be seeing sign, symbol, synchronicities connected to the number 1 or connected to the number 2. So you may be seeing 1111 or 111 or 222 or 4 twos or 3 twos, but there's twos or multiples of twos here, like 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. So that's coming through here for you. As I said here, it says messages, channels, and information. And I mentioned that at the top of the reading when I said that you may be getting stronger intuitive hits. You may be following your inner knowing, and your guides are here to say that they are here connecting with you in that way, shape, or form. They're making you more aware in regards to what this may be. Okay, I don't know what this may be about, so you may know what this is. Now you have here, it says homeward traveler. It says completion, reunion, return. I do feel here, you see all those orbs. You may be seeing some type of like light anomalies or orbs, or like seeing like white light or someone like passed by through, because it like through your like peripheral vision. But there may be something here that your guides are kind of like wanting to gain your attention here of some sorts. Now, what's funny is that I said at the top of the reading that I was feeling here, Shaylee. I'm not quite okay. I wait, what is it that you wrote? Remember that I said that I'm feeling like loved ones who have crossed over are very much here, kind of giving you messages here. It says, I'm not quite sure yet. It will come to me though, I'm sure. Yeah, it feels like this is something like maybe that you need to know ahead of time, just so that when and if it does occur, you can connect the dots here. But homeward travel, listen, I wouldn't be surprised if you're feeling a loved one, okay? If you have loved ones or your guides, okay, that you feel a sense of presence or they're showing you in some sign, symbol, synchronicity. Again, this could be something that it might make more sense during the Aries season. As you know, is the new astrological new year once Aries starts, and Aries is during the spring, so there could be here something very much connected to that. All right, so that is coming through here in regards to that. But your guides want to let you know here that there are some type of messages or channeling that you are experiencing here in some way, shape, or form. Okay. Intuitive friends, just so you know, the list is closed. The list is closed, but I'll be coming back tomorrow. Homeward traveler. Okay. I'm also getting here. I wouldn't be surprised if you're like, because I'm getting like wanting to know more about a past life. There's something about, I don't know if you've been kind of like, if this is something like maybe in the past or recent past that you have discussed or you have been saying to yourself, like, I want to increase my intuitive abilities. I want to trust more the hits that I'm getting because I want to explore more in regards to my past life, because that's coming like very, very strong here with this homeward traveler, because it's not feeling, and who knows, maybe all these messages are very much connected to like a past life, because it's coming across here as like someone wanting to know more. It may be having to do with family, but it may be like a past life type of energy here. Okay. So you may be, and I don't know, there may be here some type of connection here in that way, shape, or form, where you may be resonating more of wanting to be more curious. Okay. Especially here with the Knight of Cups, because as I said, the Knight of Cups is like an invitation or this emotional connectedness to your inner self, okay, to your intuition, to your sixth senses, to the manner in which you start trusting that those messages that are coming through, where you're able to pick up the people and people's energy more clearly, that you're able to, energetically or spiritually kind of, in a way, guard yourself from places, situations, circumstances, or events, or even energy vampires here. But I am getting here with this home traveler, and I'm going to bring it up closer. Something about a past life. So I don't know if that's what this, because I'm getting something about remembrance. Okay, remembering where I came from, but not so much connected to this life. It's like a past life. So your guides are like kind of leading you leading the way in this kind of like awareness that you're coming towards, kind of understanding that perhaps there are things in this lifetime that may not make any sense, could be very much connected to a past life experience or a past life that may be very much connected to the things that are important in this lifetime. Okay. So that could be at stake here, or that could be coming through here. And listen, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a storyline here in your past life that you were like married and had children in a family, and there may have been a person or something here that out of jealousy, something may have happened or something may have transpired here. So I wouldn't be surprised, because again, the hungry ghost is about the past. It's not about present. So it's very, very interesting how this last card, and again, there's more here, but this last card is kind of like bringing up like past life energy here. And you may be now at a spiritual awakening where you're more open to starting to open that part or that side of you, because it feels here like you've done a lot here in the 3D realm, maybe even done a lot having to do with astrology, but it's like now going a little bit deeper than before. Okay. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's something here coming up. Look at that. May. I told you spring energy is coming through. I wouldn't even be surprised if some of your guides are very much connected to a past life. And that's been kind of like piquing your interest as of late. Or maybe you've said, you know, in 2026, I'm going to either save enough money or I'm going to look for the right people to help me on this like past life regression. Remember that I said Aries energy. Aries is spring. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, okay, is, you know, spring energy. Okay. Of course, then Gemini then ends at that 620 when we open the new season for the spring. So again, there could be something springing up in the spring for you in some way, shape, or form. Aries season, Taurus season, or Gemini season. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's, again, like I said, when the student is ready, the teacher appears, and the teacher may appear in a sense of like an invitation. It may come up as like a book that you're going to read, something that you're going to find out about. I wouldn't be surprised if this comes through, like some elements of what I channeled here comes through in that kind of past life regression thing that I'm picking up. All right, let's see what else is coming through for you. May be a very significant month for you in some way, shape, or form, okay? Or may be very much connected to a loved one who crossed over as well, because I'm getting that too. All right? You have vulture. Look at that. Depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. All right, that may be very, I mean, listen, I said what I said, and I said what I said about jealousy. Again, jealousy, manipulative tactics here. Feeling anxious, feeling a bit depressed from time to time. That could be something here that is coming through for you. Again, I feel that is very much connected or tied to this energy here of the moon. But this could also be someone here, again, a fire sign. Doesn't have to be. It could be a interesting placement here that you may know about, but it is very much connected to someone here that may not have the best interests at heart for you, and you may not even see it here with the King of Cups. You may pick it up intuitively, but you know, there could be a part of you that just really just cares about people in a way that you're kind of like not deciphering that. And it's like your gut level is saying, hey, just be careful, because there could be someone could be crafting a situation, circumstance, or event, or there could be here some type of jealousy type of issue here. All right, let's see. So May and Vulture are coming through. Last but not least, let's take a look at what message is coming through. Release. There you go. Release. And what we have here in release is a bird. So release the depression, release the anxiety, release the worries. Okay. You may be kind of like leaning towards cutting the cords with energy vampires or people who you feel may not be valuing you or may be kind of putting you down in some way, shape, or form. Here with release, it says you're being called to break free from relationships. I said this before, I'll say it again. You're being called to break free from relationships and or situations that restrict your soul growth. I said that at the top of the reading. I said someone knows your potential of being able to outshine them, outgrow them, and they're here and you're up here. And they're very afraid that the more that you move up, you're going to leave someone behind. Okay? Again, not once, not twice, but 3 times it's come out in this reading. Vulture, Medusa, and release. Okay? So just be aware. It says here, every chain that doesn't align with your true values is holding you back from inner peace. So again, being able to decipher who is not allowing you to gain or regain your a sense of peace, and what may be kind of rattling your inner peace. Okay, so your guides want you to be aware. It's time for you to not only make that assessment, but also allow yourself to trust that there's a reason why these messages are coming through in the way that they are. They may not make sense now, but maybe they'll make more sense later. But yeah, it's coming out again. So there we go. All right, Shaylee. Shaylee, thank you so much, my love, for your love, loyalty, and your support to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel, Shaylee. I want to thank you for your generosity and for supporting the channel as always. I look forward to seeing you soon. Okay, my dear? Thank you so much. Up next, we have Queen Empress. But before I jump into Queen Empress's reading, for those of you who have subscribed to the channel, thank you so much for subscribing. Don't forget to maintain or to continue to subscribe to the channel, because guess what? The minute that you unsubscribe to the channel and then I go and I do another free live reading, you're not going to be notified, and then you're going to have to wait 5 minutes. And this is a first come, first serve. So that's kind of like time and energy that you're not going to be able to hurry up and get on the chat list. So if you want to be kind of notified here when I do these free channeled messages, your best bet is to maintain and to remain subscribed to this channel so that you can get your alerts whenever I upload a message or whenever I come on and do a free mini reading. So I am starting a new list tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow. Oh, Shaylee, you said you were born in March. I just saw that here. I was born in March. So yeah, there you go. Like I said, Aries, Taurus, Gemini season. So look at that. Very much connected to that. So there's something there that may be unfolding for you during the fire season. Okay, my love? So there you go. Oh, March 16th. Okay. So you're an Aries. No, are you an Aries? No, you're a Pisces. Because if you're a Pisces, then this is closing for you. You're closing a chapter here, potentially. Yeah, very, very interesting. Yeah, a Pisces. Yeah. Yeah, that's why your intuition, that's why it's come up here like 10,000 times. It makes sense. It makes total and complete sense. Yeah. So March, you may be closing a chapter here in something that I channeled here. It may be connected to this person or environment here. But very, very interesting. All right. Awesome. All right, Shaylee, thank you again for your love, your loyalty, and your support, my dear. All right, intuitive friends, up next we have Queen Empress. Queen Empress is coming up next. Ed, hello, Ed. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining and for being here. I want to say hello and I want to welcome. There was someone else that came in before. Owensky Ova. Avo. Welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Right now, first of all, I don't take personal questions. That's number one. I do personal questions during my super chat lives, and those are not free. Okay. But just so you know, just remain subscribed to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all alerts. So when I come back during the weekend, whether it be tomorrow, Saturday, or Sunday, you are notified. Okay, Owen? Owenskivo. I don't know. I'm pronouncing that wrong probably, but there we go. Okay. Okay, please know that these messages, the session is closed, so no donations, unless if you want to donate just to donate, that's different. But if you want a reading along with it, unfortunately, this session has closed already. Okay, intuitive friends, closed sesh. Okay, closed session. All right. All right, intuitive friends. Up next, we have Queen Empress, and Queen Empress is new to the channel. Or I don't know, I think that you unsubscribed and then you subscribed again. I don't know what happened. But the point is, you are back. So welcome. Come back tomorrow or during the weekend. I will be here doing some free messages for all of you. So no worries, okay? All right. Now, you had a specific question, although Empress, like I mentioned, I'm not going to be channeling that specific question, but let's see what your guides want to share in regards to this question. What do they want you to know? What do your guides want you to know in regards to Ethan? Where do you see Ethan, the Aries and I by late summer, currently on a 2-week no contact, but I feel that will resolve. Okay, so let's find out what your guides want you to know in regards, listen up, Queen Empress, okay? Let's see what your guides want you to know in regards to this connection with Ethan, okay, my dear? All right. So let's see what your guides want you to know right now at this moment in time. And by the way, thank you so much, Empress Life, for doing a super reading. Okay. So we have you here for a super reading. Okay. So let's see here what's coming through for you. What your guides want you to know in regards to you and Ethan, even though right now you guys are in a no contact type of energy, okay? So what your guides want you to know in regards to this no contact connection so far, okay? So let's see what your guides want you to know. All right, we have the Lovers and the Five of Swords with the Hanged Man. Okay, honey, listen, I'm gonna grab a seat, grab your popcorn, grab your drink, because we're going to get straight to the nitty gritty here. Okay. Obviously, your guides want you to know more about this situation. It seems like it's been on your mind. It seems like you're giving it a lot of energy. So your guides want to make it a point and say, hey, Lexa Tarot, I know you don't accept private messages, but here we go. Okay. So we have the Lover's card in Tarot, okay? The Lover's card in Tarot is ruled by Gemini. Guess what? Gemini, Uranus is going to be in Gemini this year, 2026. So if you have Gemini somewhere on your astrological natal chart or in the house that Gemini focuses on your natal chart, there may be a very big shake up there over the next 7 years. Just letting you know that, okay? I know because Uranus was in Taurus for 7 years, and everything that has ever been at a different, like, Tauruses are all about consistency. We don't really like to get out of the box unless we kind of like are like, okay, we don't want to be here. But if we want to be somewhere and we're comfortable where we are and we really enjoy the connection, the partnership, the energy where we are, we stay. We don't go. We're very loyal that way. So Uranus has been in Taurus for 7 years and has been in upheaval. And of course, it's going to go direct in Taurus one last time before it finally goes away and goes into Gemini. But I'm bringing this up because you may feel like there may be a little bit of shifts happening. Okay, it may be happening in your love life. It doesn't happen. It doesn't have to happen. It doesn't have to be there. But whatever this Lover's card is talking about in regards to a soul to soul union. It could be here, obviously, Ethan. Okay. So there's this soul to soul connection, or there's this kind of like feeling like there's an effortlessness here between the both of you. Okay. There could also be here you a sense of duality, whether it's him or whether it's you, making some choices in regards to what may happen next or what may unfold. Now, I'm going to tell you this. The Lover's card is followed up by the Five of Swords. There may have been a disagreement. There may have been some type of energy here where if Nathan or you were in a relationship in the past or recent past, whether together or individually, there may be something here in this connection where this person, Ethan or you, are trying to figure something out in regards to the area of love. Okay. Five of Swords, there may have been a conversation, or doesn't mean that it was anybody's fault, but there could have been a conversation here that made either Ethan or you have more clarity or think something over a little bit more. Okay. Maybe there's something here about not being ready for something, because here someone is giving roses to a person like they're ready, but the other person is not ready. If you know anything about the Five of Swords, the Five of Swords is a mental conflict. So either you may have a mental conflict kind of here and there about something, or he may have some type of mental conflict in regards to something that either is happening privately in his world or in his life, possibly his love life, or you, or possibly in your love life. Okay. So I want to be very clear. Your guides are talking about something not moving. We have the Hanged Man in tarot. The Hanged Man is something is up in the air, something is in limbo, something stopped. So whether communication stopped, texting each other stopped, talking to each other stopped, or looking for each other in any way, shape, or form may have stopped. Okay. So, whatever this is saying there is a stop. Now, the Hanged Man card in tarot is ruled by Neptune. Neptune just left its placement where it was for the past 13 to 14 years. It was doing a little bit of a peekaboo thing in Aries, but now it has left Pisces completely and it has fully stationed in Aries. And so Neptune is going to be in Aries for the next 13 to 14 years, okay? You may want to take a look if you know anything about your astrological natal chart, okay? If you know anything about your astrological natal chart, if I were you, I would take a look at what do you have in your Neptune position, because that is going to be super important. Now, Neptune was in Pisces for 13, 14 years. It felt good there because there's a synchronicity between Neptune and Pisces. But now Neptune is in Aries. Aries is a fire sign. Neptune may not feel too comfortable there. So there may be even additional changes happening here for you in that section, or very much happening in some type of air signs. Listen carefully. Air signs. Why am I saying that? The Lover's card is ruled by Gemini, and Swords is Gemini, Leo, Aquarius. So there may be some connection here to air on your astrological natal chart, and there could be something here about one person or two people getting very caught up in their head and trying to figure something out, which is why the Hanged Man is here. So there is a sense of trying to gain a new perspective in something, especially with the fact that Neptune is now in Aries. Now, this is not going to be a complete quick turnaround, although Aries is a fire sign and that kind of speeds things along. This is going to be a transition. So whatever is going on or may have gone on here in regards to your energy and Ethan, it's needs time to settle in to the new energies that are shifting, because 2026 there's a lot of shifting of energies. Saturn is going into Aries, Neptune is in Aries, and Gemini is going to go into Uranus. So it's going to be a lot of shifts, okay? Especially for people who have a lot of air in their astrological natal chart, or in areas on your astrological natal chart that really focus on Gemini. Okay, so just letting you know, also Neptune and also Saturn. Okay, so those are big shifts. So I do feel that right now at this moment in time, I don't feel like anything will be moving. Okay, in regards to that connection or in regards to that, because your guides are showing me here there's not a lot of movement happening here. Okay, um it may need time, and I do feel that this is just like it just needs time, but right now at this moment in time I'm not picking anything up here. It may shift during Gemini season. Okay, so give it time. It may shift during Gemini season. All right, there may be a change of heart or a change of mind, but I'm not picking that up here. Okay, so let's see what may unfold now that Neptune is in Aries, Saturn is going into Aries, and uh Uranus is going to go into Gemini. So there may be some big shifts here. Okay. So that's what I'm picking up. I could only tell you what I'm energetically picking up. If there is a change, I don't feel it's going to be now. I feel it's going to be later. Okay. I do feel that Gemini season, Libra season, Aquarius season may be at play, but Aquarius season, um, you know, but not this Aquarius season. I don't feel it's like this one. I feel it's like the next cycle, the next astrological cycle. So again, there may be some shifts happening there. And again, I'm just telling you, like, and by the way, I'm not an astrologer, but I always say I have a guide who's an astrologer. I kid you not, because I sometimes, like, the way I see things is like I do see it very much in conjunction with astrology. I always say I have astrology. I'm like, I do astrology 101, 102, but after that, but this is coming like very strong shifts here. So again, something right now may not be moving, but during Gemini season, or when Uranus goes into Gemini, there may be a big shift. Okay. So yeah, let's see what else your guides want you to know. Whoa, look at that. By the way, it wasn't this one that came up. It was this one. A person holding a heart and indecision. Validation, confirmation at what I said at the top of the reading. What did I say? I said this Five of Swords, mental conflict, whether it be you or the other person. A potential argument, situation, circumstance, or event that was discussed, and there may have been a little bit of defensive mechanism, ego, bruised ego. There may have been a verbal conflict, an argument. Someone is more ready, another person may not be. Okay. So, especially if there's something connected to someone's love life, whether it was your love life or their love life, you don't want to be the rebound. So the best thing to do is to allow things to take its normal course and to unfold in a way that is natural and that involves healing, especially if there was a breakup, separation, or divorce here, either on your end or on this other person's end. Okay, because there could be a lot of indecision here. Again, mental conflict, like I said, not knowing, do I go left, do I go right? I mean, listen, we never want to start a relationship when we're just ending a relationship. Okay, we never want to get involved in that type of energy. The person needs time to heal, or we need time to heal. So that is how this is coming across. So someone may be emotionally conflicted or mentally conflicted in regards to something here. Okay. All right, let's keep going with this energy and let's see what else is unfolding here. Okay, and we have here the light of the gift, generosity, giving, withholding. Allow things to flow. Allow destiny, fate to unravel what will unravel. Okay, with this person having their hand in front of their lips and blowing something, is let things flow, let things go. If someone isn't calling you, if someone isn't texting you, if someone isn't, connecting with you, let it be. Let it be, because there could be a gift behind this situation. In other words, there's a reason why things have kind of laid out the way they have. This could be a blessing in disguise. There could be another situation, circumstance, or event with someone who is more at your level and is more ready to be either open to receiving what you want to give, or that you are ready to accept something that somebody wants to give. So it's coming across as being more in tune with the fact that there could be here a possibility of an opportunity, yeah, that you may be praying for here with the Rainbow Prince, of love, or something kind of falling into place in regards to your love life. It may not be this person at this moment in time, because I do feel that there may be things behind the scenes that either you may or may not be aware about, especially with that Five of Swords energy. Okay, so that Five of Swords and that Hanged Man, it's telling me something here is kind of like on a stop. Okay, something is like, like buffering symbolically here. Something is like something needs to get figured out here. It may not even be you, it may be the other person. Okay, or it may be both of you, but just let things go. People that want to leave, let them leave. People that don't want to connect, let them not connect. This could be a blessing in disguise. You're leaving room for a gift, a better person, situation, circumstance, event, environment, and more opportunities for you to connect with like minded souls. Okay, so I'm getting fresh, clean slate type of energy that you need to have. So if I were you, I wouldn't even think about this person. I would just let them continue in their healing journey. And I would focus more on what I want, or meaning you, like what you want to start anew with yourself, not with anyone else, just with yourself. And as you again connect, heal at the heart level, things are going to be much clearer for you with time. So, this is what your guides want to tell you in regards to the specific connection here, okay, or specific question that you may have in the back of your mind. Let's see what else is coming through here for you, Queen Empress. I feel that there is something about, and I said this before, I feel a sense of uncertainty. I feel someone is not mentally focused on something here. They're stalling. There's a resistance here. So, like, yeah, just let people, you know what I mean? Let people go, let people do whatever it is that they want to do, because that shows you what you need to see. Okay, look at that fire. You have fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I don't know if this is in connection to the placement of the position here, having to do with that energy. I don't know, this person maybe. Okay, but I did talk a lot about Aries. I talked about the fact that Neptune has entered Aries. I talked about Saturn entering Aries. I also talked about the upheaval that the Uranus, planet Uranus, the destroyer of the old, in order to create something new. But it may be very much connected to this person, okay? Because I'm getting like there's something about the natal chart that may be very much connected either to this specific person. Because listen, it's right under here. It's right above the Lover's card. So I wouldn't be surprised if this person has an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius on their astrological natal chart, okay? If so, this is what it's talking about. Your guides want you to listen carefully to the following. Your guides want you to work on your root chakra, okay? Your root chakra, super important, okay? There may be this feeling of like you feeling not as stable, or maybe it's that your mind is very much connected to this person or the scenario, but your guides want you to reconnect and ground your energy. So work with your root chakra. So I want you to, here on YouTube, you can take a look, root chakra solfeggio frequency hertz. Okay. So I want you to allow yourself to connect with that energy at the beginning of the day, at the end of the day. It would be a great opportunity for you to work with your 7 chakras, but more so give special attention to your root chakra, because I'm seeing a lot of red here. Red, 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 red. Okay. The root chakra, the color of the root chakra symbolically is red. Okay. So there's a lot here having to do with you needing to ground your energy. You may be the type of person who's very much connected to nature, or like when you go outdoors or when you take a walk, it's like you can clear your head or you can clear your energy. Like I'm getting like with wind, with rainwater, I'm getting like the elements. Okay. Like the elements are super important. You may be the type of person who maybe you work with elements. I don't know, maybe Wicca or something like that. But I'm definitely getting here like earth being a very, very important part. Now, the root chakra is about being grounded. You may be connected to Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn somewhere on your astrological natal chart. I do have Cafe Astrology here if you want to take a look at that. It is a free resource. So you could take a look at your birth chart and get a report. It's free. So if you're interested in that, the link is in the chat. But I'm getting that there's emphasis here that your guides want you to work a lot with your root chakras so you're grounded and more stable. Okay. All right, let's take a look at what else is coming through for you. Let's see how your guides are helping you here with this situation, circumstance, or event. Remember, the root chakra is one of the most important. I'm not saying it's the only important one, but I'm saying it's the one that we start with in order to ground our energy. Intuitive friends, if you are new to the channel, thank you so much for subscribing. Just know that the list is closed. Continue to subscribe to the channel and turn on your notification bell and all alerts. So when I come back during the weekend, whether it's tomorrow, Saturday, or Sunday, you have an opportunity to be part of the Lexa Tarot channel for these mini readings. Just remember, it is first come, first serve. All right, let's see. Ooh, interesting. That happened again. Look at that. The gift. What did I say? There's a gift that your guides are, in a way, literally saying that they may be coming in your direction. You may be thinking like this is like something like where your focus is at, and your guides are like, this may be more like a lesson in something rather than like a forever thing with this energy. There could be someone else coming in or another amazing opportunity here that is more in connection with your energy. But it starts with you having a clean slate, though. Because if you're still kind of like thinking, wondering, asking, having this person in the back of your mind all the time, or sometimes, it doesn't matter the frequency. It doesn't matter how often you think about this person. What matters is the fact that you think about them. And the moment that you do, you're bringing that person from the past into the present. So until you are able to, in a way, kind of emotionally detach, mentally detach, have this clean slate type of energy within yourself, then give yourself the opportunity to have a brand new start with yourself, heal yourself, strengthen yourself, and you will see how things may be opening up for like things are gonna like I'm getting like advantage, like you're gonna have some type of advantage here for yourself. You have two different cards from two different decks saying the same thing in regards to gift. So the lady of the gift, generosity and receiving, you see, receiving. But in order to receive, you have to stop holding something. Stop holding on to something. Okay? Because you can't, like, let's pretend there's only one hand. I can't grab this crystal if I'm still hanging on to this one. I have to let go of this one in order to physically grab that opportunity with this one. So that is what I'm seeing here. You may say, "Oh, I don't think about this person a lot, or I don't really talk about this person a lot." But this person, you're hanging on to their energy in some way, shape, or form. And because you're hanging on to their energy, you're not allowing a potential gift that your guides may have set up for you, or that destiny, or that, whatever opportunity may be coming, because you have two cards talking about gifts. You're not going to be able to take that opportunity if your hand is busy holding on to the past. Okay? Whether it's physically, energetically, or mentally, or emotionally holding on to the past. Here with the gift, it says present, honoring and offering. Present, remember that I said root chakra. So make time for you to be present and align your 7 chakras, but also be present to connect with your root chakra. Okay, the solfeggio frequency of the root chakra. So again, you can mend, heal, or repair that just by listening to free tools here on YouTube. Okay, let's see what else is coming through for you. What else your guides want you to know. And of course, thank you so much, Queen Empress, for, ooh, look at that. You have mice. Mice just jumped out of the deck. It's interesting because in the Lenormand deck, it's something that erodes with time. So mice here in this deck says discord among friends or family. Like I said, allow people who no longer want to connect or be in your energy to go. That's it. You don't need to hunt them down. You don't need to look for them. You don't need to call them. How are you doing? None of that is necessary, because there's a reason why this person is either no contact or they need time to heal. Okay. So mice, again, discord, mental conflict, indecision, as I mentioned at the top of the reading. Here you have bow. Now it's very interesting here. I haven't read to you what this says, but listen to this. Listen carefully. You see it says bow here, right? And you see a nice, again, the color red, like I said, root chakra. You need to work with your root chakra. But you see a bow. And when we think about gifts, we think about something that is wrapped, gift wrapped, and may have a bow. So I'm getting, third time in this reading, there may be a beautiful opportunity for you coming in your direction. It may be during Aries season, or it may be, like I said, I'm getting Gemini here also, air energy, okay? But both says you are highly thought of. So there may be someone else or another person or opportunity that may see you as a treasure, as a gift, because of your generosity, of how you are, of what you're thinking, of how you carry yourself, of something of that nature. Okay. So Bo is coming here as you, and I'm also getting here even a secret admirer. There may be someone here that you may not know, you may not see clearly here, but there may be something here in connection to your love life, because again, the Lover's card is here. Okay. There's also the Lover's card is here is also about making a decision, okay? Making a clear, level-headed choice or decision. And the reason why I'm saying clear-minded, level-headed is because the Lover's card in Tarot is ruled by Gemini. So this is about the clarity of your mind and the clarity of what it is that you want to see gifted to you or unfolding for you here potentially in your energy. Okay. Wow, very, very beautiful reading here for you, Queen Empress. A lot of clarity has come through. So thank you so much for having this super reading. I hope this has given you the clarity that you have been looking for. A lot has come through. You can just drop a rose in the comment section as well as here in the chat if you want to let me know that these messages resonated. If you want to share with us how these messages resonated, you're also welcome to. No obligation, okay? So it's up to you if you want to share or not. But if you just want to drop a rose, that will tell me anonymously here that there are some things within this not connection, in this reading that may be connecting here with what is happening for you at this moment in time. So there may be someone coming in for you here. It says, step boldly. I said it. Okay, I said it. This is your last and final message. And remember, Queen Empress, the next time you want to have a reading specifically for a question, it's not during the mini readings, okay? It's during the super chat lives, okay? But here you have step boldly. What did I say? If you're holding on to something, you can't let go. You can't pick this up until you let this go, right? So again, step boldly. Allow yourself to free yourself from past situations, circumstances, or events. I said that earlier with this here. I said there's a clean break, clean slate energy, recovering from something here. I said it again with this as well. You're getting that white energy, that kind of clean slate type of energy. Your guides want to, again, give you that validation confirmation there again. That being said, this says, step boldly. Staying in your comfort zone limits your options, okay? So listen carefully. It says, staying in your comfort zone limits your options. Take the leap of faith. Okay, so get out of your comfort zone and start exploring things that seem more stable and things that feel like, okay, this is, this is going to benefit, or this is in alignment with my energy. Okay, so in order to know where you're going, you need to know where you're heading. So you need to be very clear. So in regards to your root chakra, that is going to help you feel more grounded, more stable, and more anchored to where it is or what it is that you want to see unfold. It says, staying in your comfort zone limits your options. Take the leap, and the world's complexities and diversity will bring you more unexpected rewards and surprises. You have gift 4 times in your reading. 1, 2, the bowl, which I'm also getting as a gift, which is 3, and this card, which is 4, because it's talking about surprises and rewards. Okay, so there may be an opportunity, whether it's in your love life or whether it's in another aspect of your life that it's super important to you, that is very much something that you value because you have the person holding the heart. That's something that you value deeply, may be unfolding here for you. I want to talk about this one last thing, and then we're going to end this reading. But you see how this person's hands are up in the air. It's giving this energy of the Fool card in tarot, that kind of leap of faith. What's very interesting and quote unquote coinciding here, which I don't believe in coincidence, they're just ways that the universe is saying, pay attention, is that at the top of your reading, I talked about Gemini, and I talked about how Uranus is going to enter Gemini in 2026. I mentioned that earlier. Now, the reason that I'm going back to that message is because the Fool card, although this is not the Fool card, but it's giving the energy of the Fool card in tarot, is very much connected to the ruler of Uranus. So Uranus rules the Fool card in tarot. Okay. So this is telling me that what I was picking up earlier in regards to Uranus going into Gemini and this kind of, you know, shift that may potentially, you may be feeling that shift in some way, shape, or form. You may be potentially feeling that shift. But whatever it is going to allow you to get out of your comfort zone and start getting into opportunities, seeing opportunities, connecting with other people. There's a feeling here of you feeling more deeply grounded and more confident, okay? Because the root chakra is very much connected to fire or yang energy, okay? So it's the root chakra. There's a lot of, it's root, sacral, solar plexus. So again, there's something here very deeply rooted to that sense of grounding, okay? That being said, here, I hope that these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. I want to thank you for your super. I hope that these messages have given you the insight that you've been seeking or wanting to. And of course, as a reminder that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. So feel free, Queen Empress Life, to share my YouTube channel link with 3 of your closest friends today and let them know about the Lexa Tarot channel. That being said, I want to thank each and every one of you, those of you who have come out today, whether it's just giving your thumbs up, whether it's saying hello, whether it's that, in any way that you've supported the channel today. Some of you have already subscribed to the channel. Thank you. I hope that you remain subscribed to the channel, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you so much, intuitive friends. And again, thank you so much, Queen Empress Life. Bye-bye. I'll see you soon.